Hi, my name is Darren Reddick. I'm the Executive Director of Operations for the Northwest Service Area. Today is Monday, November 4th. In today's 5-minute video, I will be discussing some of the recent parking changes for both the Pacific and Colby campuses, in addition to making a number of announcements of some changes happening this week and activities happening this week. So first off, I think I'm sure everybody has realized that we implemented a new pay for parking program for our visitors and patients over the last couple of weeks. The reason for the change in the parking program really is simple. It's to improve the management and the efficiency of our parking operations on both the Pacific and Colby campus. It's also to ensure that we have adequate parking for our different caregivers on different shifts, as well as for our visitors and patients as they approach the buildings. And finally, to improve the safety of our parking and property areas for both campuses. The rate structure that we have implemented for patients and visitors is a very low rate structure. The first 30 minutes is free. It's $1 for the first 90 minutes, $2 for 2 hours, $3 for up to 6 hours of parking, and $4 for an entire day of parking. And for those patients and visitors that this is a burden for them, we have a validation system, a needs-based validation system that will validate their parking to minimize the burden on them as well. In addition, we have a number of patients that come for routine treatments on the campuses for multiple times during a week or a month, and we've created a weekly pass for those patients that is $8 for the entire week or $25 for the entire month. And again, this is to make it easier for these patients as they come and go from our campuses. So the whole intent here is to create the capacity and the safety that we need for our patients, visitors, and caregivers, and at the same time try to minimize the burden that's placed on them. I will say the initial results of the implementation over the past week, we have noticed that we've gained spaces on both campuses for visitors and patients that were not existing before, which is great news for those people coming to our campuses. So that's good news. We've also have found that we've created additional spaces on the top deck of the Colby campus garage for our evening shift. And one of the really important elements of our parking program is to ensure our evening shift and night shift have spaces available in the garages to park consistently. And so that's one element of this program that we're focusing on and appears to be helping at this point in the early stages. We definitely want to make sure that we're making adjustments to the program as we move forward. If you have questions or ideas or concerns around the program, please make sure you feel free to contact myself or John Sprague or the parking office to let us know what your concerns are, and hopefully we'll be able to address those concerns and make any adjustments we need to kind of moving forward. There's probably a couple of notes I would like to mention regarding the parking program, and first and foremost, it kind of goes almost unsaid, but it is really important that our caregivers do not park in patient and visitor parking spaces. Our patient and visitor parking spaces are well marked with signage, and it is not really appropriate. Well, it's not appropriate at all to have caregivers park in patient and visitor spots at any hour of the day or any day of the week. We need to make sure we have those reserved for our patients and visitors. Secondly, I want to make sure that our evening shift realizes that there are spaces being held open for them at the Colby campus on the top deck of the garage. This is really important. We want to make sure that our evening shift has an ability to park in the garage. And over the last 2 weeks, as we've implemented this program, we've been able to clear a large number of spaces up there for our evening shift. So please, if you are on the evening shift, please seek out those spaces. If you know other folks that work on the evening shift, let them know that there is spaces available for them on the top deck of the garage to ease their way as well. Finally, there's been a couple of questions raised regarding the surface lot by the central plant across from the emergency department. This is the lot that is around the central plant and in front of the Seattle Children's Building. We have over 300 spaces in the surface lot. They're all numbered, and they're on both sides of the central plant, but they also go right up next to the front of the Seattle Children's Building. So there's a number of spaces available right on the front sidewalk to the Seattle Children's that's available for all of our caregivers to park. Please note that it is really important if you are driving a vehicle to the campus and you're a caregiver to get that vehicle registered and get a hang tag for your vehicle, so we know that you're a caregiver parking in that lot and you're not mistaken for a visitor, and be charged. A couple of announcements to share this week. Open enrollment for our benefits is now in full swing, and that will be open until November 15th. Please make sure that if you need to make any changes to your benefits, to log into the HR portal and make those changes. Really exciting news today is that our behavioral health urgent care clinic is opening today on the first floor of the medical office building. You know, many of us many of our friends and neighbors or family members experience behavioral health concerns. And this is just a really new, innovative clinic that brings resources to our community to kind of help those who may need some assistance. So this is pretty exciting today. We're really happy to see that come to fruition. And also we have an opportunity to see hands-on with the Da Vinci robot. Part of the Lung Cancer Awareness Month, we'll be hosting an event featuring hands-on with the robot, and it will be a chance to ask some of our physician questions about cancer diagnosis and the treatment with that robot. It's going to be on Friday between 11 and 5 at the main entrance lobby at the Colby campus, and it'll be on the East End. And then finally, and certainly not last here, is it's National Radiographic Technology Week this week. So we want to make sure that we thank all of our medical imaging and radiation therapy technicians and caregivers for the role that they play in delivering patient care to our community. So I hope you all have a great week, and take care, and we'll have another video next Monday. Thank you.